Facebook didn't like us.
Kicked us off.
Yeah, Facebook didn't like us.
It's not letting me start my own watch party.
So we back in the building.
I don't know what to do.
Live. Sorry for the interruption, huh? Did they hate? Was they hating on us, Dip?
Yeah, they was hating.
They was hating.
Man, so been a lot going on in the world. Thank
There's
you,
a lot going on.
A lot going on.
It's a crazy week, man.
It is.
Yeah, man. Crazy weeks, crazy months.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a crazy year. 2020 is just a lot of people wish we can press restart.
Man, like the whole year. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Can I just get a reset? Because,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
it's been terrible, man. I'm not going to lie.
It's been terrible out here in these streets.
Nah, man. It's been a horrible year.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think? What does America need? You think? What we need to make everything right?
Let's hate.
We need someone to bring us together, unfortunately. We need something to bring us together. To at least act like we like each other a little
Right.
bit.
You're right.
Because right now it's
a lot of separation right
yeah,
now.
everyone's
in
so
the world.
divided.
A lot of hate. I don't think.
Divide.
I know my parents and grandparents that saw a lot of hate, but I didn't think in my lifetime that I would see this much hate with separation from people. I didn't think that would be in my lifetime because we led up to so much to get things to a certain point, and it seems like we're almost getting back to what things were.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I always look at things like this as a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what make America great, is that we can have these conversations and these arguments and these discussions. You know, a lot of people say that, oh, if you don't like it, leave. I always thought that's the great thing about America, is that we have the freedom to say, hey,
I don't like it.
That don't seem right. Let's try to make that better. You know what I
Right.
mean? So for people to right now stand up and say, hey, we don't like that the police are shooting and killing people. You know what I mean? I agree that the looting and rioting is not the way to go, and that is not helping situations at all. To loot and riot is making the protests look bad, and the people supposed to be doing peaceful protesting and not causing problems
Right.
and issues. And those problems and issues, when you riot and loot, it takes away from the point that people are really trying to make.
Right.
And then, you know, the people who are against you, they're going to use that as ammunition against you. You know what I mean? So I wish it was all peaceful, but I also seen a report that said 93% of the protests are peaceful. Man, it's that little 7% that's causing a bad
making
name.
it look bad for everybody.
For
Is it
everyone.
Because I know there's protesting out here right now from actually both parties.
Definitely.
But it's peaceful on both sides
Most of the time.
So is it the media? Is it the media that's showcasing?
Well, the media has to. I mean, like I said, man, all the time, man, the media have to do their job. The job is for ratings. So, I mean, what you're going to tell the story of what's bringing the eyes, and what brings the eyes is the protests.
Yeah.
And when the protests go overboard, so people want to see what's going on.
Right.
So, I mean, you have to report it. You can't just ignore it.
It's not like the media is good or evil, right?
Right. I mean, there is, you know, a lot of people say that the media is too opinionated. You know, there's also a new network coming out where the media is not going to have an opinion at all. They're just going to report the news.
Straight facts.
And just report it and don't have an
No
opinion.
bias or anything.
No bias, no opinions, just reporting the news.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I think people kind of want to get back to. Because we have these biases on the news on both sides, and they run to their corners.
Yeah, you got like
and talk about the other.
Yeah, you got Fox that's more like a Republican side,
Right?
And CNN is more of the Democrat side. There's not really a news outlet besides, you know, there's different.
Well,
there's some, but they're more underground.
I mean, if you talk
Independent.
to a right wing individual, they would say most news outlets are liberal ran.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the only ones that are not are Fox, the Breitbarts, you know, the right wings, you know, media wings. So
I just feel like the media like enhances all the issues. Like like if there's a racial issue, like they'll put something, and it's already an issue. It's already like, you know, a racial issue, or it's already a Republican or, you know, political issue, and they put it out there, and it just enhances it a lot more.
yeah, it brings more eyes to it.
Exactly.
Definitely. But you sensationalizing situations is what the media does. You know, it has to bring eyes to and awareness to things, but there's a blowback from that. because they see this and they think, oh, this is happening in every city. This is the only problem that we're having. No, it's happening. We can't make it overblown.
No.
But when we see it on TV, we see the media, then we think, oh, well, hey, this is the way it's like in the 90s.
Right.
It's like, oh, everybody's on crack because we thought we've seen so many crack. Oh, every black guy's a crackhead and selling crack.
Right.
So it's a problem, you know what I mean, that we need to fix. But at the same time, what do you blame? How can you blame the media when you know they're trying to say for ratings?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I definitely don't like the separation. Like, even at my job, people were not supposed to talk about things in the media, but people do it anyway.
Definitely.
And there's like, it comes to a point where you got people at my job. Majority is more of majority of my job is probably Republican.
Really? Wow, that sucks.
But the little people that are Democrat,
liberal, right?
Or liberal, you could tell there's tension. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You could tell there's tension, and sometimes I kind of look at it like I'm one of probably 3 black dudes at that job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, how do they look at me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes I feel that way.
Definitely.
It's crazy though. It's crazy. But hopefully one day we get it all together and get right.
Well, yeah, you got to take steps back before you can take steps forward. So we'll figure it out as a country, man. Even if everyone is on board, long as most people are on board, that's all that really matters, man. There's going to be some evil races out there, regardless.
People have to understand, though. Like a really good friend told me, I don't have to like you to work with you.
Right.
I have to work with you to move forward.
Right.
But,
Yeah, we don't all have to agree.
No.
We just have to respect each other.
Yep.
Like
That's
half
all.
of my best friends, I don't.
I
agree
didn't
with
come
them.
here
Prepare.
to make friends with all you people.
No.
I came here because why? I was hired to do a job. I'm going to do that job to the best of my abilities. I'm going to interact with the people that I need to interact with when I need to interact with you. Peace out.
Yep.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't even, when people at work start talking their little opinions and I can already tell where the conversation is going, peace out. Back to my corner and hide I go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it definitely can lead to a bad place. I was talking to a guy at work the other day, and he was talking about the protests, and he was like, it's like, yeah, man, we can't have people killing people. He's like, people shouldn't be out there looting and rioting. It's like, dude, it's a group of people who are just against. It doesn't matter what's going on. It's just what they're going to do. And like we're saying, we're getting 2 different news right now. We get news for the left and the right, so they're getting their truth. We're getting our truth, and then people who get their news from memes. You know what I mean? And they don't even look into
media,
it. Right? They don't even look into the information.
No,
they just read a meme, and it's just like the one with the California sex
Trafficking?
sex offender
Oh, yeah.
law. I think it was 125 or something like that.
Okay.
It was a law that everybody was sending around on a meme this week, and all the information was wrong on the meme.
Oh, see that we got to start spreading that
people
stuff.
will spread it and share it, and don't even look up the information to see if it's right or wrong. What's going on with the bill?
Yeah,
dude, I don't take information from memes.
Yeah.
Seriously, if it's not an article, if it's not a link to something that's giving me information, I'm not just gonna believe it off of a meme, man, that someone shared. Obviously, why did they put it on the meme? If they had information that was showing this a link or something that had some real information from the AP, why wouldn't they put that in there?
Yeah.
Right.
Why wouldn't they put a link to the bill in there, the entire bill, when you can do that? Why would they just make a meme?
Yeah.
Because they want to feed you some information that's false, and you falling for it. And it's so ignorant to me, man.
All it takes is one person to share it. And
One.
It's everywhere.
And it's everywhere.
I mean, I've been guilty of it before. I'm like, oh my god, dang, and then he's still like, that's not true. Delete it. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
But that's all it takes. Don't people get all mad? Oh, that's not true.
But you know what?
Why isn't it true? Blah blah. Don't
I've
argue.
learned recently that I don't just go straight to, if I see it on something and I'm like, I don't think that's true. Google.
Yeah.
Google the article's headline and see if it come up in any other article. And if it come up in multiple other sites, you know it's real information.
Right.
But a lot of people don't want to go through all that. And
Yeah,
that's
always do a quick Google search.
It takes what, like 5 seconds?
Right.
Copy and paste.
Yep,
Real
that's
quick.
all it takes.
Copy paste search. You know what I'm saying?
No, man.
I know. Did y'all hear about the story with the black lady on Delta?
No.
So a black lady was on a Delta airplane, and then there was a lady. I think she was sitting next to her or something, and the lady had America mask on. Mm-hmm. And when the black lady getting shot down, she took it off and put the police. Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter. She took it off and put a Blue Lives Matter on. Of course, you know the star stuff. You know what I'm saying? But she
had on a mask that had the American flag
and then
on it.
When the black lady sat down, she took it off and put the Blue Lives Matter on. And then they started dialogue. The lady starts arguing. I guess the person that sat down wasn't really trying to argue with her, but she's arguing with about why blue lives matter. You know, black is all lives matter. Black lives matter is stupid. Blah blah blah. Eventually, they separated them. I think they put the black lady onto a better seat. Whatever.
Wow.
And then basically Delta apologized for the situation, wrote her a letter, and gave her a little Black Lives Matter pin. And she's saying that Delta is they're in support of the Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. But that's just crazy. Why? You know what I'm saying? Is it why these situations got to happen like that?
Because now,
you
when we're led by someone that's so divisive and so combative, this is what happened to people who follow him. It's all combative, and then everyone's so against Black Lives Matter. I even seen black people against it. I'm not with Black Lives Matter. I'm just with the saying. But you idiot. You wouldn't even know what the saying is if it wasn't for Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Like, I don't get you people, man. We just want to be against everything. Soon as something is successful, everybody wants to turn their back against it. Oh, when it's grassroots, it's cool. It's cool. Now that it's made successful, there's been the largest protest. They organized the largest protest in the world. Mm-hmm. Now we're all, it's George Soros. It's the Democrats. It's George Soros. We're not running that. That's not black people running. That's George Soros. Yeah. Like, dude, it doesn't matter what's going on. People are going to be anti. People are going to be against it. People are going to figure out a way to be against it. And I just don't get it, man. If it wasn't for to me, it's just a hashtag and people who organize protests. Yeah. That's all there are. People, Black Lives Matter terrorists.
How?
I'm like, dude, do you understand that the people who go to the protests?
Because they organize protests?
They're just people.
Yeah.
They're just people with Black Lives Matter signs. They're just saying Black Lives Matter. That it's a hashtag.
They're not this Rittenhouse dude that's going out there shooting up motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hey, they're
not the Sandy Hook killer going into school shooting and killing kids.
What manifesto have you found from a Black Lives Matter person? What manifesto has been pasted online and went and people did killings?
Mass shootings and said, I'm doing this because of Black Lives Matter.
You have to have a manifesto. You have to have something in writing saying what you're going to do, what your political views and why you're doing this. Mm-hmm. They're calling them terrorists because some people decided to do some riots. It's like I said, a guy posted earlier this week, man. Some people do riots because of baseball games.
Yeah.
World Series games.
Yeah.
Losing in a football game. You know what I mean? So and they tear up shit, burn up cars.
Yeah.
Tear down all type shit.
Yeah.
All type property damage because they lost the game.
But they don't call them terrorists.
They're not terrorists. Wow. But hey, when you're fighting for freedoms and you're fighting to get
equality,
rid of, you're a terrorist.
Yeah. Because you're not following the norm.
Fighting for freedom shouldn't be this difficult.
But it's always been this difficult in America.
I know.
That's the way it's been because you always have people who are against it.
Yeah.
A lot of people get upset. They're like, "Oh,
I mean,
no,
we got a lot of shootings. You know, the officer is getting charged now for that shooting in California, killing a black man. So, I mean, it's a problem. If you can't say it's not, you can't.
It's a problem. It's not to me. I've said it from the beginning. It's not a racial issue, man. The police kill everyone.
Yeah.
They
They don't care
what color you are. They fucking shoot you. The guy in Portland who was supposed to get arrested, he was killed. White guy. He shot a right winger. He deserved to go to jail. He shot a Trump supporter. He deserved to go to jail. I don't care what side you're on. Exactly. I'm not going to be like the people who was trying to take up for the gentleman who did the Kenosha killings. I'm not going to take up for this dude because he's right wing or left wing. He deserves to go to jail. Right. But the Portland police went to go pick the guy up, and they killed him. He's dead now. Exactly. So you know what I mean? It's not a racial thing, man. Yeah, the police, for some reason, don't know how to arrest people without killing them.
The police don't know how to de-escalate situations.
I don't know.
They need to be trained in a better way.
Definitely.
Because the way they are trained, the way their moves are it's killing people, man. The bottom line is killing people.
When we lead the world in killings, our police lead the free world in murders and killings, and we have to reevaluate what we're doing. Yeah. We see that other countries, they have years of training, and we have months. See the difference? I mean, they have 3-4 years of training to become a police officer, and that's why they don't have any of these murders and all these killings, because their officers are smarter. And it's like with the situation in Rochester. Yep. The gentleman, he had mental issues.
And his brother called and told them.
Informed them.
He's having a maniac, psychotic episode.
Right. And who do they send?
The police.
Police officers who do not know how to handle psychotic episodes.
They need to send somebody that's more professional that knows how to handle.
And that's what people don't.
And if the police department would have had social workers,
maybe they could have talked him down. Maybe they could have figured a way how to
who is actually trained
in mental health.
Because everybody's training something, but a lot of people have that issue that people like something's going on and they want to call the cops.
Right.
Like, why is that your first reaction?
Because that's our only alternative.
Yeah.
We don't have call the
they don't advertise
the crazy
that.
person hotline. Do we know the mental help hotline? We don't have that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we don't have. If somebody's having a mental breakdown, call this number. All everybody knows is that 911.
911.
But you know what?
And then
I did see a commercial on TV the other day, and the commercial was for people who are they're suffering like with depression and anxiety and all this, with what's going on with COVID, and the number was 211, where you could call and talk to somebody if you're having mental issues at that time.
So 211 is the number if somebody's having mental issues
in Arizona. Yeah.
Okay. If you think about it, I hear that. We all go through this. Our normal people have anxiety with this COVID. Imagine people who have issues like I cannot.
Who are actually having psychotic episodes.
Right. I mean, we shut down all the mental hospitals because they were inhumane. We didn't do a good job of keeping them up.
But that's because we didn't know how to deal with mental health. Mental health is still something that we really don't know a whole lot about.
Well, when you're not putting the money and the funds toward it,
that part
to try to figure out how to help people,
exactly,
then you're not going to figure it out.
And that's why I think that reallocating the funds from the police to put it into those types of programs will help.
Right. We definitely need to put more money into mental health. Putting more money into mental health will help with officers and also homelessness, because we have a lot of homeless people, and most of them are suffering from some type of mental health issues. And if it isn't a mental health issue, it's a drug issue, which they should also be helping people with instead of just throwing them on the streets.
Yeah.
We want to make it illegal to be homeless, but we're not giving the homeless any options to not be homeless.
Exactly.
True. Yeah, definitely.
You can't be homeless and panhandle on the side of the corner. You can't be homeless and live in the park. You can't be homeless and be at the bus stop.
And then they
it's
say,
just so many things that you can't do while you're homeless.
They're gonna go get drugs.
They don't give you any options, like you were saying, or here, let me take you to this shelter. Let me take you to this institute. Let me take you here, so the way you can have a.
But then most shelters are for normal people, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So they can't handle a psychotic person.
But you know what? I think that all the vacant hotel buildings that we have, or vacant buildings, period, that have multiple rooms can be
Yes.
turned into shelters for the homeless people.
The only bad thing about that, in reality, liability goes along more ways than doing something good.
Right.
A lot of like governments and communities and stuff, they think, well, they're a liability because we're not trained.
We
for
don't
that.
want
so
them
we're
in
not
the-
gonna.
Yeah.
In our neighborhood,
Yeah.
they don't want
That's-
them in
that's
this
And that's
issue.
what it is.
That's
They don't
the
want
issue.
them in the neighborhood.
And they don't want them in the neighborhood. They don't want to know. Oh, that's the you know the psychotic hotel. That's where all the mental people go. But then they don't want to be responsible if something happens. So how are we gonna really figure stuff out?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, we gonna get right though. We only time within time. Man, let's talk about this story though. Diddy and education guru Steve Perry, they're gonna open up a third charter school. They have currently have two schools.
In the East Coast, huh?
East Coast, yep.
Yeah.
They have one in Harlem.
Okay.
And they have one in New Jersey, I believe. So we're working on this school that will be in the Bronx. So
Okay.
Shout out to Diddy for creating these schools.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Education is key.
And actually, shout out
Definitely.
shout out to we always shout out to the celebrity, but let's shout out to Steve Perry, who is actually the one that's
Each one
putting in
teach
the
one.
work. Yep. So shout out to them for that school, man. That's what. And then, but I was talking about that because I know Arizona schools are pretty low in statistics, and that's why we got our sponsors, $1 Million Teacher Project, are helping to get money,
Especially
in the school
here.
System. But how if we take, is it possible to take money from the police force and put it into the school systems, or that's not what they're trying to do?
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what the plans are for each area.
Because it seems like they take money from the school systems.
Yeah, they always taking money from the school system.
Yeah.
That's the first place they take money from. But police, they have to me, their budgets are just robust. And I mean, the amount of money that the police officers in the cities get is just ridiculous
Compared to
I
what
mean,
the schools are getting.
There are some police stations that are suffering and don't have a lot of money, but police like Phoenix Police and all these other officers, they have tanks and
See, they got the
everything.
cars and all
Right,
that.
they have everything, man.
Got
So they
rims
have
on there.
so much money that they're making, man. And I don't know, man.
New guns.
It's a tough
all that
situation, but it's definitely the police unions, they're gonna fight against anything taking any money away from them. So that's gonna be a tough fight, regardless.
They should probably invest more money in like some other weapons, like remove the bullets and put into stun guns and all that stuff, like
rubber bullets and stuff.
Rubber bullets are horrible, though, man.
They hurt. They
They put some people in the protest eyes have lost some vision because of these rubber
But
bullets.
is that better than a bullet?
Man, I don't know, man.
I don't
I
think
just
I
don't
want to
rather
lose my
get hit
vision
at all,
either.
right?
But I don't
I'm saying,
want
though,
to die
is it-
either, though. I prefer to lose my vision than die. I mean, you think about it.
Well, they got to be better.
I would
practicing
honestly
targeting,
prefer
but-
to not have any type of aggressive or confrontational interaction with the
But if
police.
there's
Period.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If there's a
riot.
situation,
Right.
where a police, let's say a police officer
Tasers.
getting attacked. A police officer getting attacked. They got tasers, but would you prefer
They got
a
the
rubber
nightstick.
bullet? Yeah, but would you prefer a rubber bullet over a bullet?
Definitely.
Definitely.
But
Even I would prefer a beanbag sack over a rubber bullet.
that
Right.
shit still hurt too.
And they do.
Fuck
They
you
do
up.
hurt, but
Fuck you
it's supposed to hurt.
Those,
It's supposed to hurt, right?
The paint gun pellets.
It
Those
stops
hurt too,
somebody.
you know.
They were able to handle riots with just pushing people in batons before.
Right.
So
Right.
now they
With the
have to
shields.
have
Water hoses too.
Why do they need all this stuff that they doing nowadays? They
Yeah.
need have
Right.
what is
Why
the
do
spray
the police
that they
need
use?
military grade equipment?
Right.
This is not
The
a
tear
zombie
gas
apocalypse.
is not even legal in the war,
Right.
and they use it on.
Oh, really?
No, it's
it's
not.
not.
You cannot
It's
use it in war. You cannot
Right.
use tear gas.
But tear gas is legal here for them to use on protesters. You know what I mean? I understand rioting is bad, so the police have to move in and do something.
Right.
But to use them on peaceful protesters, I think
No,
that's-
peaceful
that's
protesters, no.
ridiculous. They have to zero in on the people that's doing the bad things and get them out.
I was just
and-
thinking
and
of
let
some
people
alternative
protest.
ways instead of them automatically shooting
Yeah,
and killing.
definitely. Rubber bullets is an alternative, but hey man, seeing people losing their vision and getting really messed up by them, I just don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, you see a lot of people quitting their jobs as officers, or like
they have been. That's correct. There have been,
so it's like, and it's like, okay, I do have family and friends who are officers, and I respect them, and they're not like all the other officers. We all have friends who are in the service and all that stuff. They're not like any other. But it's like when we go on their side, it's like they're just taking orders,
Yeah, but they should stand up too.
They have to stand up, but also you have to think about it. They're taking care of their family. This is their only job and stuff,
Right.
We're not saying we're forwarded, but just to use.
But there has to be a better way.
Better ways.
There has to be a better way to do your job, and a less confrontational, de-escalated way to be able to do your job without
using
harm.
Taking
or using a weapon of any kind at all.
Yeah,
it's just being in there though. If you guys think about it, being in that situation with all these protesters, with anger issues, like I have an anger issue. So if you think about that minute and stuff, that moment that everybody's like coming towards you and you're the officer with the shield, like you have to think about both sides. Like I'm against looters doing bad, and I'm against police officers doing bad.
No, you can be two things at the same time.
But you just have to use your training.
You can be for the police
without lethal
and
action.
be against the bad police officers, and you could be for new training and still be for police officers.
Right.
So I mean, it's not a line, man.
We want people to understand that.
If they understand this. You got to be open-minded to understand the situation.
But most people, I think, they expect life to be black and white.
It's not.
Yeah.
And life is that very thin gray line.
Everything's a gray area.
Like if you think about the officers who killed George Floyd, there was an Asian man, and I think the other one, I don't know if he was completely white or he was from Russia or something. But these are all foreigners. It's not like they were all white guys.
Right. Well, to me, Russian would be white.
I mean,
European,
but I mean, like,
I see what you're saying though. Regardless, I mean, if
they're all going to jail for the same issues.
Right.
They killed a man.
At this point, I don't think it's
issue, man.
It's not a black or white thing. It's not a color thing. It's
that's what
it's
people
police.
have to think about too.
Right.
Officers
police.
come in all colors.
The difference of right and wrong.
And the police officers, like I said, police officers, they're trying to do a job. When my nephew just got murdered, we had an officer helped us out. They did a great job. So far, the case hasn't always been closed, but so far they've done a good job. We respect everything they've done and appreciate everything they did. Yeah, they've kept in contact with us, and
you see the little
empathy they showed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And those things, and
the help that they give on trying to.
Right. We can't just be like, oh, fuck the police.
Exactly.
Right.
You can't be. You gotta have to be.
Things just have to be in order,
right.
man.
We want them to do the right thing.
Yeah.
We want them to police the neighborhoods better. Do I feel horrible when police officers get killed? Definitely.
Yeah,
that's so fucked up. They're trying to do their job. And people, oh, fuck the police. We killing them all. Like, I'm against those people just as much as I'm against the police who are saying they are killing us. Or the police that have killed us. So I'm either one. It's in the middle. I don't want to be on the side of people who talking about killing every cop, or the people who talking about the cops should be able to kill us.
Right.
I'm not on either one of their side. Yeah. And to me, those people are extremists, and we shouldn't be listening to them at all.
Right.
At all.
It's one of those things too, where like the cops that do stand up, just like I said, Tita said, there's cops that do understand what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of police officers.
When they stand up and they go back to their department or their building, the other cops look at them weird, like, oh, you ain't down with us, and that's another thing. That's why some of these cops is afraid, but don't be afraid to stand up if you know what's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I said, like the service too. There's a lot of people in the Army and Navy and all that stuff that, if you're not with the group, you're against them because you don't agree with 100% of them.
No.
But then at the end of the day, though, no matter what, what's right and what's wrong.
Right. I'm anti-war, but I understand we need an army, so I respect what the army do.
Right.
I'm anti-military, but I understand that we have one, and those people are risking their lives to be in it.
Right.
Nobody
you know what I mean?
war.
So you can be two things, man.
Yeah, we need to get an officer in here.
Yeah, we do.
Somebody in the
I think
service?
we should try to get
We got some connects with that.
Yeah, we should probably try to get Jerry Williams in.
Oh no.
Right.
Hey,
I would like that, but that would be dope. But I doubt it. That would be
Prof,
dope.
you got to work on it.
That
we
would be dope, though.
We have some people that know her, but
Yeah.
I don't know if she's gonna do it.
Tim C, he get in there and mayor, he gonna make it happen for us.
Vote for Tim C.
Right.
Go register to vote.
Go Uncle Tim.
Look, I'm looking at a story where Michael Jordan looks like he fired the gentleman who made the N-word a blunder on radio.
Right.
John Fouquet, I guess.
That was the announcer, right?
Yeah. He was fired. I didn't read that story.
Yeah, they didn't let him go. He said, got too comfortable, man.
Yeah. He made
Got too
that's a
comfortable.
huge blunder, though, man. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
People don't know with power comes great responsibility, but they will take it away too.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that we say.
Did nobody tell you to use a Spider-Man quote?
I have a question. I have a question. Is there any, we're all different colors on this show. Is there any time that is okay for a white person to use the N-word?
No.
Not at any time. Not with discussion or anything.
No.
Why?
No. There's
Because you're
no
liable to
reason.
get slapped.
Okay.
It's like
you
in the
just liable to
Mexican
get your ass
community,
beat.
you don't call somebody a beaner.
Right.
It's like you might say it as a joke, but it's still a lot of people will think of it
So-
as demeaning. Like
I look at it.
So if we're having a race discussion and they're not allowed to say, oh,
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the
Anytime, is
context. Context,
is
definitely.
there any time of words?
But usually they would say N-word. But but the thing is,
Right, it'd be best to say that
Right.
instead. But that's what I'm saying.
But
with the ER,
nah, man,
No.
not around me. But
No.
this is the thing that people say all the time. Well, around my friends, my black friend, he let me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine though. We can't fight for everybody's battles. Everybody has different opinions on the word.
course.
So if you want to say the word around that person, okay,
That's fine. That's
but
cool.
When you go outside of that person and
You
you
don't
think
know
that
if
you
they
can
gonna
comfortable
accept it.
and be
Right.
comfortable around other people beside him, and you think, well, he lets me do, you might get fucked up. So you can think that just because he let you do it, that you can just be freely with it. Nah, man. You need to make sure who you with and who you comfortable with. If it's comfortable with that person, you better just say it with that person.
right?
Don't go outside of that because you're gonna get fucked up, and you're gonna be look. Well, John, let me. Who the fuck? We don't give a fuck about
I don't know who John is.
Right.
John is not here right now.
We don't care.
Right.
We don't know you, dog, and we don't know
Yeah.
what you mean by when
That's
you
true.
saying that.
You got to say if your homie lets you, that don't mean that
You
the
can
next
just
person
say
across the
it-
street gonna let you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's a
Because
word.
that goes back to what I said. Like I said, like you liable to get your ass beat in the context of what you're using it.
Right.
Because if it's just like the case of this girl on Facebook, my brother was dating. She came on there and said nigger on Facebook. Bitch, you was just dating you was just dating the brother.
And she wasn't.
We know that means nothing.
She wasn't.
She
black.
wouldn't. No.
If it's bad enough to hear it say between the culture, and you're gonna.
But
go
then
out
as
of
soon
your
as they
way-
broke up, it's niggas ain't shit.
Yeah.
Boo, boo.
No, it's always like that.
Bitch, you want to
Yeah.
get your ass beat right
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so stupid. I hear that all the time, all the time.
Yeah, man.
now? Just because my brother didn't want to be with you don't
your
mean
true
that.
colors come out, man.
Right.
And that's
You
how she
know, and
always
that's-
felt.
And exactly, what if she felt all the time? Maybe
That's
if
what-
they never broke out,
and that's
imagine-
what the thing is, because the whole time they was dating, she would never say the word. But as soon as they broke up, her true feelings of what
Right.
Yeah.
how she really think come out.
I just don't
Anger and
understand.
all
Why
that.
does it have to be a racial issue? You obviously dated outside your race. Why does it have to be a racial issue afterwards? Because you guys broke up and stuff.
Right.
Because like
Whatever the fact it is, you cheated. You cheated.
people don't realize the racism that they have built inside of them.
Exactly.
Because it's taught.
Right. I mean,
Definitely.
it's taught to all of us.
Yeah.
And
It
you
is.
could be racist
All of us.
with your own culture too. I've seen it in the
Right.
Mexican
It's in
community.
there.
If you're not from that area,
Everybody,
you're not
every
Mexican
community.
enough or something. You know.
It's taught in every community.
Every community.
Every
regardless.
community.
And if your parents didn't teach you ran into it somehow.
You-
friends and all that.
If you, everybody like
I
to
think,
change.
I think everybody in this room dealt with some type of racism.
Right.
Yeah.
And of all of us, who don't think their race is the best though? Who? I mean, for real.
It's true.
Who in the fucking world would say my race is like third place? Would you say that? No, you're not gonna. You can,
Why?
You're not gonna say that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is,
He really just came up. My race is in third
Like,
place.
Right.
That's the whole
ran in
damn
second. We
deal.
ran in second place. Come
We like
on, man.
second.
Yeah, we ran second.
No, you gonna think your shit is the best.
Yeah,
Right.
So just like you think you are the best at what you do and what you represent.
Other races think the same thing.
Everybody thinks the fucking same,
Yeah.
man. To think that people don't think that they are the best is ridiculous. And to get mad at somebody else because they think that their race is the best is ridiculous.
It's good to think your
It's
race
about-
is good, but not superior. Come on.
There you go. It's about when you start
Yeah.
talking about we. But see, but people. Hey, look, man. I was talking to a guy the other day, and we were talking about how black people call each other kings.
right.
A white dude looking at that, he's like, "Oh, so we're not kings, so we're not part of the royalty, black people." No, for real, that's how they think.
Yeah, they do. That's
I
what
know,
it is.
It's funny though because they instantly it's like, well, what about me? It's like
That's how it is.
it's like the whole Black Lives Matter and stuff. A lot of people,
Well, what
all
about
lives
me?
matters.
Right.
What about me?
Yeah.
It's not about you right now. It's not about you. It's like, honey, I'm sorry, mi amor, but right now it's not about you,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
Step to the side. When we're done with him, we'll go back to you,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
That's how it
No.
is, man.
I think it's just boils down to it's just like those people that are like, well, why can't black people get a whole month to celebrate black people?
They have a whole year.
You said they have a whole year.
I mean,
Well, Mexicans get one day out the whole year. Cinco de Mayo.
and
De
it's
las
not even a
Muertes.
real one though.
Right, De las Muertes.
That's an American holiday.
Right.
But
Right.
we Mexican Americans, yes, we use that for like festivities.
But that's what it's.
Festivities.
But it's mainly
right.
for
We're in
drinking.
America, though.
Right.
Yeah,
We're in America, so we
September
have to
15
have-
is
It's
the
just
actual
like St. Patrick's
Independence
Day is Irish.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, oh, you have a St. Patrick's sticker on it. You must be Irish.
See, people. A lot of you have people who just like I'm American. I'm America. I celebrate America. They don't understand that America is a place that was built on different cultures.
Yep.
So we celebrate all those cultures in America.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If it's with a month, a year, a day, it don't matter. We fucking celebrate all our cultures and all the different people that's in this place.
Yeah.
If you don't like that, you are un-American
And
because
that's the
we are
thing.
built on
A lot of
being
people have to look at it
immigrants.
as, okay, yes, we are all American, but we all come from somewhere.
different
you know?
places. We're
You know,
a country of immigrants.
You know, a lot of people can't say, oh, because she looks white, maybe she's white, or maybe because she's dark skinned, oh, she's from Africa, or she's from India. You know,
Right.
all the people who come from, there's dark races, dark skin, coarse hair,
only-
kinky hair in every single
The
region.
only people that can really say anything about America and I'm America is really Mexicans and natives.
Yep.
Because they're the only ones that's been here
Facts. Yeah.
before all of us
Yep.
motherfuckers was here. You know, they was here.
and
Because
it's sad, though.
Mexico and America was one.
I mean, and the natives,
The native.
And
the
then they
natives and the
shared the
Mexicans,
land.
they have a lot of the same DNA.
Yeah.
So we all know that from science that these are the people that's been here the longest, and it wasn't Europeans. And we know when we came here. So I don't know, man. That's the only people who have that gripe. The
Yeah.
people who was flagging with the
And
Confederate flags and
now we
they
got,
don't have that gripe.
No.
Now
They
we got
shut the fuck
Mexicans
up.
in cages and telling them they can't
Right.
come over here.
We don't like immigrants anymore.
Yeah.
Because the color of their skin, they're brown. So keep them away. If they were white immigrants, like it was in the 40s when the Italians and the Irish came here, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that, man, because if you want to know the truth, they caught hell too.
Yep. They did.
They caught hell too. People
They
hated
was poor.
They hated their fucking guts.
Yeah.
And they
They
put
hated
them
their
in
guts.
and they put them in the
In
ghettos.
the poor neighborhoods.
And that's how it starts.
And that's how they became
It
gang
goes
members.
with race and
and
religion.
mafias and mobs.
And then
Right.
it goes with all that.
That's
If
how
you're
you
not
got
in
your Al
society-
Capones and your.
But the thing is about them, the difference is they was able to integrate into
the community.
white culture,
Yep.
and now they're just white.
Yeah.
Some Italian people still get treated a little bad because of the mafia and all those type things.
Yeah,
so they
that's
catch those stereotypes still. The
So
Irish
you-
still
you
catch
Italian?
drunk stereotypes.
I know you like pasta and you're in a
You're in
mob.
a mob, right? So
Seriously.
they catch
So you
those
like
It's
stereotypes.
like, I love pasta.
Right.
I don't.
bet you do like
My
pasta.
Mexican food, like I do like I crave some Mexican food, but I crave more chicken and pasta than anything else.
Tita, that is the one thing I have never understood.
Exactly.
How you Mexican and you can't?
I hate
You don't
guacamole. I hate salsa. I hate
You hate
rellenos.
salsa.
I hate
She don't eat nothing
Man.
Mexican.
I eat pozole.
Man, I'm married to her. I want some Mexican food. She don't even
I like menudo. I
That's
like,
why
hold
everybody
on,
think
wait.
you
I
black
like
all the time.
bushies. I'll do the mix and I'll get flautas and stuff. But I'm not your
Tone
average
used to come over
Mexican.
talking about some when I can get some soul food. Aisha, what you cooking?
What?
My old lady, she don't cook no Mexican food. You can't cook. No, you don't cook no Mexican food.
I know one dish that's Mexican that I do not eat that I know how to make. But that's about it. But I don't eat it, so it hasn't been made in a while, you know?
Well, maybe your husband might eat it.
Oh, he won't. Because it's tripe.
Menudo, that's menudo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on the menudo.
Nah, I'm good on menudo.
Unless it's the band, I'm good.
Like I said, there's a lot of, and it just goes with like how you eat, where you're from and stuff. Like we how I was raised, it was tamales. And
you know how to make tamales?
You know, I haven't made tamales before.
Okay.
I haven't made them by myself.
I was about to take your whole card if you didn't know how to make tamales.
Tita know how to make that stuff. She don't like it.
Every time you go somewhere, it's like, especially like family gatherings, it's always like we're all, it's not like, oh, have you made tamales before? It's like, yeah. Okay, can you show me exactly how? It's like, wait, I need like my 8 tias, and I need like my 2 friends and my cousins, you know, because it's a whole thing, you know. It's like it's a whole like it's a process and stuff, like pupusas and gorditas, like that's like maybe it's not all Mexican, but you know, it's the same concept. You use the same ingredients, the masa, and you know you could actually serve 4 people for like one person, you know.
Tita, I'm putting in my request right now on September 5th.
Okay.
I want a batch of tamales for Christmas.
It's September 5th.
And I want a batch of tamales for Christmas.
What kind of tamales you want?
Chicken.
Oh, you want chicken tamales?
I want chicken.
Go to
Nah,
we'll talk about it.
For her.
I want Tita to cook the tamales. I want Tita to make them.
Let me in the kitchen all day. I'm hungry though. Look. Anyway, let's get into this story real quick. You know,
we need to stop talking about food when
you're making me hungry. You know, Jacob Blake makes his first appearance from his hospital bed from a court hearing. Jacob Blake and his appearance publicly for the first time from his hospital bed since he was shot by police on August 23rd. According to CNN, Blake appeared from a court hearing via video from the hospital bed where he's been recovering from the shooting that has resulted in his paralyzed from waist down. Friday's court hearing is unrelated to the police shooting. It's from a different case. So he's I mean, why though? Why they doing that, man? Why they got him from the hospital bed? He's paralyzed and they still got him going to court.
Yeah.
It's just like
they don't care.
I mean,
court hearing, you got to be.
It was just like the other day when I seen an article where Jacob Blake's dad was talking about they handcuffed him to the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's paralyzed from waist down. He's not gonna get up out the bed and walk away.
They handcuff dead people. They shoot them 7-8 times and put a handcuff on them.
So he was
everything's for their protection, dude. Their lives are so important. I understand. Everybody wants to go home, man. I get it. I do get it. But we got to be humane. Yep. He never had a background of killing anyone.
No.
He had some crimes that he had, but it never was a murder situation. But hey, like I say, man, a lot of police officers do get killed out here, man. So I do understand them wanting to take some protections sometimes.
They said he was previously in the intensive care unit, but his condition has reportedly improved, and he was able to appear for the hearing. The judge approved a $10,000 signature bond for Blake, and a bail agreement was signed. He is currently scheduled to return to the court October 21st, and the case is expected to proceed to trial in November.
What was he facing? What charges?
What the charges was submitted a non-guilty plea for charges including 3rd-degree sexual assault, criminal trespass, and disorderly conduct.
Oh, so some shit he had going on with some chick.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So Kanye spends nearly $6 million on presidential campaign. Rapper Kanye West is pouring in millions of his own money and hired prominent political operatives to fuel his independent presidential bid. According to his first financial filing with the Federal Election Commission, West's campaign is almost entirely self-funded. The rapper reported loaning his campaign nearly $6.8 million and receiving just over $11,000 in outside contributions. He reported spending $5.9 million over and has over $1.2 million outstanding debt owed in consultants. He also reported paying just under $1.5 million to Fortified Consulting, a Tempe, Arizona-based firm, with little public presence and $2.6 million to a Long Island-based Millennial Strategies, a firm that lists Democrats as clients, including Pete Buttigieg, Jermaine Williams, and New York public advocate Saruj Patel, a congressional candidate who successfully challenged Representative Carolyn Maloney earlier this year in New York. But he was taken off of the ballot here, and he's trying to fight that to get back onto the ballot here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, his thing is he's a registered Republican, and he's trying to run as an independent.
What?
Yeah. He's a Republican.
How's that work?
I don't know how that works. I don't really know where Kanye mind is at right now, man. I think
Yeah.
he's just trying to help Trump. I don't know. This is what it seems like.
Yeah.
He's not going to win. So he's
Right.
spending all this money. I mean, he's trying to run as an independent when he's been a Trump supporter the whole time. It's just like, I just don't like what he's doing, man. I really lost a lot of respect for this dude, man.
Yep.
He's a bitch.
But see, that's the thing. He's already admitted that the only reason he's really running is to just take votes
Siphon
from
off votes from
Taking off
Biden.
votes.
Biden.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like we're that dumb. We're just gonna vote for a black face.
right.
That we just the black guy.
I want to know the people who actually are gonna.
You'll be surprised. You'll probably have people.
Now I've seen a couple
Just 'cause
people
he's
say they
funny.
don't
Yeah,
vote.
you had the people that are.
And he's married to Kim Kardashian. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
For
Because
starters.
you're gonna have, you got the people that are not gonna vote, right?
Right.
Then you're gonna have the
But
people that
then
vote
you got the people that
independent or
don't
third
wanna
party.
pick this either person, but they want to vote for something, and they're just gonna swing it to Kanye.
Yeah.
So I want to know what those numbers are gonna actually look like.
It's gonna be a small percentage, but it's gonna be
think it's gonna be
people are
50,000?
doing. It might be about that. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy amount of people.
I know.
Yeah.
But people do it because they feel, well, it's both sides are bad and Joe
Yeah.
Biden's horrible. And in 1994, he did something bad. And in 1978, he said something bad. So I can't vote for him.
Yeah.
We have,
But the guy that's currently in office has been doing things bad and saying things bad about people
their
his whole
morals-
adult career, pretty much.
Their morals can't let them vote for Biden. So they'll vote for Kanye. Or they'll vote for Joe Jurgensen or some third party. That's fine, man. That's fine. Do whatever makes you feel better. But
Yeah.
still know that they don't have a chance to win.
Yeah.
They haven't won. They don't have a
So
chance
don't
to
be
win.
upset when your person you voted for
They already know that.
don't win.
They already know they don't have a chance to win. They know that.
I'm be surprised about those numbers. Huh. Oh, we have people react to a South Texas high school's cotton pickers team name and mascot. Yeah.
Huh?
So
Wait, what?
yeah.
Say it again.
Their name is
The cotton pickers.
People react to South Texas high school's cotton pickers team name and mascot, man.
Texas out of all the
Yeah.
The team name is Cotton Pickers.
Cotton pickers. Yep. They came out before the season opener against they're actually playing, you know what I'm saying? So that's their name. So people are I wonder why they just now figured that out though. Like why is it just now coming out the name is Cotton Pickers?
Did they just choose a name now? Maybe it's a new name.
It doesn't No, that's what they said it is. Been like that.
It's been like that.
It's been like that.
And it's wow.
Yep. So
Nobody thought that was wrong.
but so people are getting mad about this, trying to stop them. They're playing the Cotton Pickers.
They haven't decided to change their name in years. It's 2020 now, and
Right.
how long has this team?
Yep. They got a mascot. I'm trying to see if I can find the mascot of the Cotton Pickers.
A picture of them?
Yeah, there's a video, but
That's ridiculous.
yeah. Let's see I want to check this out real
It's
quick.
not Texas of all the places Texas has.
It says the Rob Stone's Cotton Pickers come out before their season opener against London tonight.
Wow.
They're going in. Yep.
I guess, man.
They got a squad. They got a whole team. They're ready. Yeah, man. So there's a lot going on in the world.
Well, we have
But those type of things, I'm like, it's wrong, but you do it anyway.
it's been wrong for however long the school's been running with that name.
Yep.
Right.
And I don't know why people haven't been stood up and said something, but I'm guessing it's a small town or something.
Probably a small town. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody heard of this shit. But Gilbert police officer accused of changing arrest records. Gilbert police officers facing a couple of felonies after investigators said he changed information on 2 documents for an arrest. Officer Steve Gilbert had been arresting a man on May 8th in Apache Junction in Pinal County for 2 outstanding felony warrants. But before he could be booked in a jail, he has to appear before a Pinal County judge. However, Gilbert changed the arrest location to Gilbert Police Department, which is in Maricopa County on the Gilbert arrest booking module, and the Maricopa County Form 5 legal document, or 6, that includes probable cause to book a suspect into jail, according to investigators. Investigators said Gilbert did this so he wouldn't have to book the suspect at a detention center in Pinal County. Despite lying on the legal documents, intake staff of the Maricopa County 4th Avenue Jail still wouldn't accept the suspect because he needed to see a Pinal County judge. As a result, the suspect was released. Officer Gilbert was arrested on July 15th on charges of false swearing and tampering with a public record.
Why would he even do that?
Prosecutors filed the charges against the officer on July 23rd.
Off a technicality.
Yeah, because he messed up.
Because the police officer that arrested him, instead of booking him into Pinal County, they booked him in the 4th Avenue, Maricopa County.
Yep.
And said it was Gilbert that did it. They picked him up.
Yep.
I'm
Wow.
sorry, man. That's what?
Tripping, dog. And they was like, nah, he needs to talk to a Pinal County judge. So I guess we're gonna have to release this dude.
Oh my goodness!
I wonder, did he ever get a court date?
I don't know. They probably gonna have to release him on the technicality because of all the stuff this dude did.
What?
Yeah.
What was he arrested for?
I don't even know.
That's what I want to know now. Like,
Oh man, you got
Got arrested and then gets released on a technicality because the police fucked up.
How lucky? How lucky
And
are
he got
you,
arrested,
bro?
and the police officer got arrested.
And the police officer in turn gets arrested
Man.
for fucking the shit up.
In Gilbert, Arizona.
That is funny, man.
Of all the places, Gilbert.
Shit.
Gilbert.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
That guy better not screw up again, because if that guy goes back to jail, I'm
He
gonna be
gonna
laughing.
get his life together. Boy.
Yeah, bro, he's gonna be like, hold on, wait.
This
The
is
police
the second
said,
chance,
Some
bro.
guy right here, boy.
Like, if there's no, if you don't believe in God or something, this is it.
nah, dude, he gonna be like, nah, I'm not going back to jail. That was it. The
Yeah,
police
that-
just got arrested for fucking my shit up when they arrested me the last time. I'm good.
No, bro, if you go back to jail, bro, you have issues. Because seriously.
He said, my life is straight. I'm good now.
So y'all, you catch the game last night?
Man, LeBron.
Yeah, man.
What happened with LeBron?
I don't know. They might have some issues with
LeBron-
these boys from Houston, man.
LeBron,
got his ass
man,
beat
first of all,
last night.
they're going. Listen, let me tell you something. Houston's gonna fold, like they always do.
Yeah,
They're gonna fold like they always, because they almost folded last
man.
series.
The thing that I've been telling you from the beginning though is this: the Lakers have no guards.
Okay.
There's their point
They
guard,
got
shooting guard
Yes, they
situation.
do.
J.R. Smith, they hadn't even played 1 minute yesterday.
They won't let him. I'm telling you, that's the problem. Put him in the game, coach. Stop playing with my man, JR. Did Rondo go?
Garbage.
Rondo.
Rondo was back, but he looked.
He's not ready.
I'm saying they just don't have any guards, man.
They don't
and
have any guards. That's a true
Westbrook
statement.
and Harden, they out there looking comfortable because they have
They
no
just
one.
running. That's what
They don't feel like the dudes that's guarding them has a chance. Them
That's
boys,
true.
they out there comfortable.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah,
If you ain't
man.
got nobody to take care of them, just take advantage of that situation.
LeBron can't guard them.
No, they can't.
Anthony
LeBron
Davis can't guard
What are you
him.
gonna do? LeBron gonna keep on running towards the 3-point?
Right.
Come on,
So
man.
it's like this. Hey, I think this gonna be a long series. They pull it out, it's gonna be at least 6-7 games.
If they take advantage of it and actually be on their points, they can go for the sweep.
If Harden
Yeah, they
looks
do it
like
right.
that, the rest of this how he looked game one and how comfortable he was, just doing whatever he want to, they're gonna lose. But look at the Bucks; they almost done. Giannis, the MVP.
Giannis is going to Golden State, man. So,
Nah, I don't think Golden State can afford him.
it's possible. They'll
They
make
would
it
have to
happen.
trade.
Get rid of some couple players.
Yeah, 'cause people don't understand that they paid Draymond,
Gonna
they
get it.
paid Clay,
They'll take
and
that.
they played
They'll take
Curry.
it.
They would have to trade at least Draymond to get it.
Yeah, and that's worth it.
I don't know, bro.
That's worth it.
Yeah, it would be, but I doubt if they do that.
He because wasn't Guinness? He He can handle a team by
He
himself.
yeah,
Draymond
he
can't
can.
handle a team by
But the
himself.
thing is about him, I just knowing his personality, he's not leaving Milwaukee.
He has to get out of there.
Nah, he's not like American cats.
If he may not go to State, he's going somewhere.
No, he's not.
He going.
I'm
He
telling
gonna stay.
you, he's staying.
Let's
Just
run a
knowing the
bet on
type.
that one.
All right.
You guys are really
I don't
gonna
bet.
right now.
I don't bet people much, but on this one, I'm pretty sure
He's
just
out,
the
man.
type
I'm
person
telling
he
you.
is.
Daniel likes to bet on stuff, so I'm just letting you know right now.
Does he always lose?
No.
No. Yeah, he's
He said he gonna lose this one.
Right, he gonna lose this time.
He gonna lose this one, man.
Okay, like we'll say this: if Daniel loses, I will make Aisha a bat of tamales.
He's just the type person. He's not
No,
gonna.
you getting them? I'm getting them anyway.
He's switching on.
I'm getting them anyway.
I'm getting them anyway.
He's just the type person. He's gonna put the onus on his shoulders.
I think he's done.
He's not gonna be like, oh, it's their fault. It's their fault. I lost. He's gonna put it on his back.
He wants to be around people that are ready, though,
Ooh.
man.
Scroll down. I want you to see it.
What happened? Oh, get out of here, Cross. Oh, man.
Cross said dip right.
Yeah, man, he ain't going nowhere.
We'll see.
Then we got the Clippers. They look pretty good against the Nuggets.
Nuggets is nice, though.
The Nuggets are good,
They
but
nice.
the thing is about the Clippers, man, is they have those two guys, man. It's gonna be hard for them to stop them.
They don't really have like a big man, though.
No, but Zubac played good enough defense on Jokic that he was at least a little frustrated where he can't do what he want to.
Yeah.
And they brought a couple of weird defenses at Jokic a couple times.
Yeah.
But they don't have that second person. Jamal Murray is not doing that shit versus them that he did against Utah. It's not going to happen. You're just not going to do it. So they're going to have to figure out another person to get some points and another way to get some points going because look, Denver they scored under 100 points, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and they've been looking like that to me the whole time in the bubble where they haven't been putting up 120, 115 points like the Clippers have.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I'm looking, man, Clippers going to beat them
Clippers
pretty
gonna get
fast
it.
unless
Yeah.
they get something going. But it's still looking like LA and the Clippers unless Houston keep it going, man.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, we'll see how that go.
Dude, Nick Wright, he said that the Clippers are going to lose to Denver.
Who said that?
Dude from Fox.
Who?
He's-
I saw that.
Who is he?
Nick Wright, he's a huge LeBron fan. So he don't want to see
hater.
Who is he? Who is he?
They are
Who?
such a hater.
Who? Who is he?
Anyways, Daniel.
But the playoffs have been amazing though so far, man. All the huge shots, man, and big shots. Anunoby the other day, that was amazing. It's been huge,
Those
man.
two back-to-back plays we watched the other
Kemba
night.
Walker's pass and Anunoby's shot. Man, it was
That was
amazing.
ridiculous.
I saw your post.
Yeah, man. Amazing. It was amazing, man. I mean, it's good. It was good. Good TV.
What was your post, Dip?
Anunoby.
I said just watch the game.
No, let me tell you. He said that shit loud as fuck
Were
when
you
he
in the
did
same
that.
room?
I felt it. I just read the post and I felt it. You know?
Right. Yeah, man. He
A
was
few
out there
times coming
cussing,
back, you
man.
know, I've been on and
He
off
was out there
Facebook.
like, yeah.
I've been on and off of Facebook. I read your post. I said, I just felt it. You know, I felt
I'm not
back
even
about
going
it.
for them. I just like good games. You know what I mean?
The energy was all.
Yeah, and dude, I read that dude said he was like, I knew I was gonna make it, and I told you that. What I tell you, babe? Soon as I'm like that
Yeah.
dude knew he was gonna make that shot.
Yeah, because you
tell
could
in
tell as
his
soon as
face.
it went over everybody, he was just sitting there chilling. He was just like,
He took his time, dog.
he was like, yeah, this is on
chilling.
me.
And he said, man, I knew that was going in,
Yep.
and I knew I was gonna make it. I had no all confidence.
I knew
I'm
that.
like, I could tell by looking at him.
That meme
Confidence. I got this,
that
Yeah, man,
that look before
Nice
before the
form.
shot.
for real.
Nice form, beautiful.
You
form.
can look in somebody's face and tell when they finna miss. Oh, it's over. He missed.
Kind of people like
'Cause you're
throw
scared.
It,
Yeah.
turn around and walk.
That's
That's
that Damian Lillard confidence.
Yeah, for real. You gotta have that confidence.
Gotta have that confidence.
He didn't have much this year though, but I'm gonna give him something though. He finger dislocated, knee. So I'm gonna give Damian Lillard a little pass.
Man.
But man,
I hope-
Skip Bayless
I
was
bet-
going in on him, man. And I
I hope
don't know, man.
I hope he gets a ring one day.
I
He
hope
deserves
so.
it, man.
But like I said,
I
man,
with Portland.
everybody can't win. Barkley didn't get one. They always give him shit for not winning.
Funk Barkley.
Wow, all the
Funk.
disrespect.
I said funk. I don't like Barkley. I never
You know,
liked him.
I always liked him as a player.
It's crazy though. I liked the Suns back in the day.
Yeah, I love
but
that
I didn't
team.
like him.
No?
I never did like Barkley.
I always liked him.
Yep.
And that's not just with teams.
As an analyst, I'm back and forth on him.
With it.
But as a player, I loved him.
What do you think about the new coach over there in New Jersey?
The
whole situation with that.
It's kind of hard for me because I don't know what type coach he's going to be. I don't know what type of philosophy he's going to come with. So to me, it's like I have to see what's going to happen. Is he going to come with a Mike D'Antoni type coaching philosophy that they ran in Phoenix? Is he going to come with something more open, what they did in Golden State? I know it's going to be an open offense regardless of a movement offense, something they did in Golden State / Phoenix, a hybrid of that is what I was thinking.
He's going to make them pass the ball 50 times before they shoot.
Well, they used to in the triangle offense, you have to make, I think it's 3 passes before you make a shot.
Oh, 3 passes.
So that's not unheard of that you have that embedded into your philosophy. But on the hiring of not seeing another black coach, and the black coaches dwindling down to 4 now of the 30 teams, that's becoming an issue to me.
Yeah, how do you only there's 30 teams and not even a quarter of the coaches are black?
That's ridiculous.
What Stephen A. Smith was saying.
I agree with him on that. Do I want to blame the Steve Nash situation and point at certain situations? No. I just want to say the league as a whole need to do better.
I said the league. Okay, now I seen a couple people bring up Mark Jackson and Ty Lue.
Yeah,
I understand Mark Jackson, man. Ty Lue was not a good coach. I don't care what nobody says.
But he won a ring, man.
Because of the team he had.
It doesn't matter though, bro.
I can't do that. I can't put it on his record.
You can.
No.
Mike,
yes.
You got Spoelstra.
Because when that team was gone, he couldn't handle it.
What do you mean?
Tyler couldn't handle it. He can't.
He did a good job.
The players was telling him what to do.
You got to understand though, bro.
When have you seen a player
tell
a coach what to do?
They had the foreign coach before him, black, and he failed. So when he failed,
the next year they would have been all right.
He failed. So and then Lou came in and they won. So that's what it comes from.
Because the players took control.
No, man.
The situation was the players took control because when he was in there, he was not listening to the players.
The thing is though, man, you got to understand though, managing egos is a big part of.
And how many times LeBron punked him?
You got to be able to manage the egos. He knew what he had to do, how to handle LeBron.
Nah, he didn't know how to handle LeBron.
He got the chance. He got the win from him.
Because LeBron told him what to do. This is how we gonna do it.
Nah, man. LeBron has to be coached a little bit. Everybody think he runs everything, but he has to coaching too. The coaching has to come in and get his ear. And Tyronn Lue was able to get his ear and put things in his ear.
But I do think Mark
and I think that's kind of partly why his game has changed over the last couple years too.
Well, his game has changed because he's getting old. But Mark Jackson is white balled or black balled, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah.
He said something on his religion basis, how he felt about gay marriage and gay relationships. Supposedly, I'm not 100% on that, but supposedly he said this, and people are not happy about that because there are a lot of people who are gay that work in executive offices in the NBA.
Yeah, he's done.
So
we're not gonna see him back in anything.
And he also said.
But here's my thing. You have a sports team that's all men or WNBA, all women. You cannot expect every single player on your team to be straight.
No, this not. I don't think it was a situation of what they expected. I think it was more of a situation of him voicing that. You can be against it, but keep it on the low, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out and say, "Oh, that's disgusting. I hate that." And that's what I think he did. He said something like really.
You can't say the whole. That's an abomination.
Right. Exactly.
And that's what a lot of people who are against.
You can say, "Hey, I'm not with gay marriage."
Community, that's what
that's what you do.
Yeah, but if you say, hold on, if you say you're not with gay marriage, you're gonna get attacked too.
No.
Yes, you are.
I'm not gay, so how can I be with gay marriage?
No, I'm saying in that situation, if he came out and said, somebody asked me, I'm not with gay marriage, he's gonna get attacked.
Nah, man.
Yes, he would.
My religious beliefs sends me
Okay,
to
then
that
what's the
area.
name got banned from basketball for being Muslim and not standing up for the national anthem?
Nah,
Not the national anthem.
I'm not gonna say it was
whatever
for being Muslim, but
That
it's
was back in the
definitely
90s.
it was definitely for turning his back on the flag for some of the
Yeah.
things that they were doing at that time. But
he ain't nobody talk about him, and he was dope. I forgot his
no,
name.
it was Mahmoud Rauf.
Yeah, there you go.
I know his name. That's the dude.
Yeah.
He was
Nice,
raw.
nice.
No, he was dope. But he made a stand, and he paid for that in that time, dude. That's why Michael Jordan didn't go that route. You paid for it at that time. People were still very racist and very ignorant. It wasn't a time. Nowadays, it's a little more open
You think
to
if
be
it
able
would
to say
happen
those
now
things.
again, would it be the same?
It would be totally
reaction?
different.
He would still have a job.
It would be totally different.
He would still
now.
be playing.
But at that time,
No.
Yeah.
They would have done like
in
they
basketball,
They would have done the same thing in college.
in basketball,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think
if he
I
would
don't-
have did that first before college, yeah.
No, I think that the basketball audience is a little more open.
That's why when the college thing happened, that's why basketball didn't want to touch them. They're like, oh shoot.
No,
We're not
because
involved in any of
basketball
that.
has it built into their
Contract.
into their contracts that they can't kneel. Right now, the basketball league are letting them kneel because they all decided as a
we don't want those
entity.
problems.
right as an entity to go ahead and do it. That's why I think that basketball would be ahead of the curve. Football fought it and fought it and fought it and fought it and tried to say it wasn't happening and acted a fool
Yep.
because they know a huge portion of their viewership is racist. They know it because it's the number one sport in the country. So they don't even know what it's 60% black.
Yeah.
They still racist, man.
I thought football was like 70% black.
It's one
It's like 60, 70%.
something like that. I know basketball's 80, so I think football's like 60 or 70. But it doesn't matter. They're still racist. They don't want to. They don't
Right.
want to hear from you or your political views. They just want you to just tackle somebody and shut up.
They just want to tackle somebody.
Yeah. So this is.
It'd be looking good. In
I
the,
think
the
basketball
uniforms,
is a little more open than now than football. But at that time, it was not going to fly, man.
Yeah.
The 90s, hell no.
No, 99.
The 90s was eye-opening. It took a lot of steps forward, but it still was a very racist time.
Yeah. 90s.
Yeah,
Man.
Good old 90s.
Yep. This was a great show, y'all.
Yeah,
Give
man.
a round of applause to us. No guess.
It was just our time.
Our time. These type of things that we're going to start doing more often.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
At
we know how to
least
get it together.
once a month, we need to do like our own show.
Maybe once every other month.
Yeah.
You don't want to get them too attached to
Nah.
our beautiful faces doing this by ourselves.
There you go, see? Yeah, my show, definitely. I want to thank everybody for watching. Before we go, though, to shout out our sponsors real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because they pay the bills and they keep the lights on. www.waywordkid.com, your site for all your entertainment news, sports, and lifestyle trends. They also have the Wayword Kid Foundation and editing programs for the kids and adult classes. Get your music videos right, all that right. Follow them on Facebook, Wayword Kid, and and follow them on IG, Wayword Kid Online.
We also got Kiwi Juice Bar with your all-natural smoothies, sports nutrition supplements, fresh pressed juice, gourmet coffee and tea, protein bars, healthy snacks, and nutritional education. But let's not also forget, they are doing weekly meal prep for you. Get your vegan meal prep done. You can visit them on Facebook or Instagram.
They are back open. They're back open.
There you go.
Chandler, Arizona,
LA Fitness. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they're only serving drinks, though, not food.
Yeah, I think right now they're doing meal prep. but-
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They're doing
they
meal
are
prep
offering.
separately.
They are offering the meal
In-
prep. They will go to
inside
the grocery
the-
store for
the
you and
gym,
do the
it's
shopping
just
and
drinks.
prep the
Yeah,
food.
but at the location, they're not
Yeah,
doing
she's offering like drinks and
They don't have the full thing
They're
yet.
not doing it inside
The full
gym.
menu.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. We got I Shine, You Shine, We Shine. We Shine Detailing. Make your car shine like new. Check out their Instagram page and Facebook page for detailing pictures and videos. They always do a great job. Like their page and Instagram also.
Most definitely. And we have the deliciousness, Bush's Wings and Things. They're on fire right now, too. Come get these wings and things. They got the Monday through Friday. I think they've been doing weekends lately, too. Man, they got that soul food on deck. They got them Wing Wednesdays.
75 cents for some wings on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I killed those wings when they was up. We gotta bring them back.
And
for
then
some
the
food.
tacos, the Taco Tuesday,
Yeah.
they do a sale too, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
like-
think it's like I forgot like was it $1 or something like
$1
that?
a taco, $2 for a taco.
something
or
like
something?
that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it was like $2 or something. It's fire too. So check them out.
Tacos are so good.
Yeah.
We also got Novels by Z.
Yeah, well-
The game isn't only for boys. Experience the game told from the other side. You can also buy or purchase your own copy that is signed by the author herself
Word.
at www.novelsbyz.com.
Don't forget our top donor, Miss Joanne Muhammad. She's having her book coming out very soon. The Bible Told Me So coming out very, very soon. We also have
KT.
KT. I want to
KT
Think about that low man. That's what it
That's
is.
what-
Low man.
with his new single Lo Mein. If you guys haven't checked out our video, please do.
Yep.
It is on all platforms.
YouTube music video,
And-
Spotify, all that.
Don't forget Trinity Solutions with all your printing, promotion, graphic designing. They do all that and more. Check them out. We will soon post up
Yep.
the number on there so we could offer more of their services.
Most definitely. We have a new sponsor, $1 Million Teacher Project. Each year, teachers spend over $1,000 of their own money on school supplies for their students in classrooms so they can set their students up for a successful school year. The $1 Million Teacher Project believes that teachers shouldn't have to use their limited resources to enable their students' success in their own professional development. The $1 Million Teacher Tree is a vehicle for you, the community, to support our educators with the supplies and trainings they need to success so they can turn into student success. So make sure you go to their website, mdtproject.org.
Dope.
And man, help these teachers out. The teaching, these are your kids, their students. They get them the best educations they can get.
Right. And like our Facebook page, DanYo&Tita Podcast, and Habari Entertainment.
Yes.
Subscribe to your
That's why I gotta get the
YouTube
horns for that.
channel, DanYo&Tita Podcast. Listen to the DanYo&Tita Podcast on Spotify also.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And hit that
DanYo&Tita
bell
Podcast.
for notifications.
Yep. We're gonna put some. We've been putting some more content on there. We've been doing some reactions and stuff on there, so could definitely subscribe to the YouTube. Hey, it's DanYo&Tita Podcast. We out.
We out.
Holla, holla!
Peace.
With cheese.
Then you guys just